Hope you're all still awake. Late Night Mega here. And yeah, I forgot to level up more again. So let's start off by doing that. And I think we'll just go, yeah, 1 willpower, 2 magic. That seems to be a decent level up. Blizzard, I guess? Or do I want to go down this chain? I think I kind of want Chain Lightning. At some point, off camera, I might like rearrange some of Morrigan's spell tactics. Now that we're getting her some other stuff. Because yeah, I'm checking out these as well. I don't think I really want any of those. So yeah, we'll just take her down the lightning path. Because I might not end up using the lightning magic when we play Dragon Age 2.
Please leave that be. If you have need of equipment, I am sure Master Verathorn can help you.
Well, it was a sparkling box, so what... Persuasion? Well, that's kind of a lie.
Please do not lie to me. I find it most unbecoming.
Okay, well, that didn't work.
Underanitishan, Grey Warden. My name is Lanaya. I am Zathrian's first, what you might call an apprentice, perhaps. I've been studying under the Keeper all my life. I am a bit curious of the outside world. Do you mind if I ask you a question or two?
No, go ahead. I'm not going to be snarky.
I hear the human cities are very large.
She
thousands
seems
upon
kind of like a
thousands of
no-nonsense
souls, all
type
packed
person.
together in their houses. Is that true?
You're talking about cities? Well,
How
sure.
very loud that must be with everyone talking all at once. I try to imagine those of our people living in such a place, surrounded by walls of stone and indifference. It is a difficult thought.
I mean, the city can be noisy, but it's not like you can't talk to people because thousands of people are talking at once. It's not like everybody just goes out in the streets and starts screaming simultaneously. It's like they still have conversations with each other.
That one day we will have a land of our own.
What a weird thing to say.
We Dalish gather the ancient wisdom in preparation for this. When that day comes, all elves, even those who have forgotten, will reclaim their former glory. I have one more question, though I'm not sure you can answer it. Do the humans ever regret what they did to us?
Some of them. I mean, yeah, not all humans are the same.
And yet, even if some regret, they do nothing. A poet once wrote of them before the fall of the Dales.
What do you expect them
like
to do
dragons,
exactly?
They fly, glory upon wings. Like dragons, they savage, fearsome, pretty things. But you don't need me to quote poetry to you. Forgive me. Perhaps you have some questions of your own.
Sure, but I didn't.
Nothing that you could not ask Zathrian himself. He is the keeper of this clan and has been.
No,
for a
I
very
ran
long
out of
time.
conversation options with Zathrian.
He is also a very good man who has lost much. The Dalish are everything to him, and he would do anything to protect them.
Persuasion. What has he lost?
He lost his family a very long time ago. I don't know the story, but I understand the circumstances were horrific.
Ah, I see.
A keeper is, first and foremost, the leader of the clan. He decides where we go and when we shall move. He's also responsible for knowing the clan's ancient lore and passing it on to the others in the clan. Without a keeper, the clan's knowledge is lost forever, so the clan protects him like no other.
Well, you don't have books you can write stuff down?
They have reason. Since the days of Arlathan, my people have been either subjugated
Dalish
or
elves
homeless.
confuse me.
It was our ancestral home, long ago when the humans first came to these lands. We were free then, and immortal. We did not know how to deal with the humans, and in the end, they turned their power against us and destroyed Arlathan. Our ancestors were enslaved, and our culture lost forever.
So you were immortal? That's odd. Not something I was
Not to
expecting.
my knowledge. According to the old tales, the human mages sank our Lathan into the ground, crushing it beneath the rock.
Oh, this must be talking about the Tevinter
The
Imperium.
Tevinter
Yep,
Imperium was a
yep.
force to be reckoned with. It was ruled by mages with powerful blood magic. Though our Latham fought, they lost. They died, but not of an aged body as other races do. Not until the humans came. According to the legends, association with humans caused us to quicken. Our blood sped, and we began to age. So we avoided them naturally. And then we were enslaved by them for 1,000 years. And in so doing, we all were quickened permanently and our immortality destroyed. Or so the old tales say.
Okay. So, yeah, like I said,
Shemlin, we
old
call them.
tales.
Quick
I don't know what to make
children.
of this
I
whole
suppose it takes a
elves
certain
are
arrogance to look
immortal
upon another
things, but
people
they're
as
really
children,
not.
no? Perhaps we should be more heedful of our own role in our Lathan's loss. Even so, it was a bitter lesson to learn. One we are not grateful for. It requires an individual to prove he is not the outsider we have come to expect. Your own task to help our clan is certainly a step in the right direction.
Oh, okay. Good to know. I know we've had a couple conversation
Certainly.
prompts about Dalish elves being
As you
like
wish.
hostile
Darth
to
Shiro.
outsiders, but we haven't talked to really anyone except the people at the gate and then the keeper and now his apprentice. So I don't really want to be making too many comments about that. That treasure is still sparkling over there. Okay, what else do we have? Some codex entries. Clan Shield, yeah, it's garbage. It is absolute garbage for this point in the game.
I greet you, stranger. It is good to see another elf, even if you are not one of the wandering clans. I trust my people have not been too harsh in their treatment of you.
You're like the fourth one we've interacted with, so I I'll go with the
We welcome
top
our
one then.
brethren, even if they have forgotten the old ways. That is our charge, after all. To keep the old lore alive until we can bring it back for all. I understand you will search for the wolves in the Brazilian forest. I would join you, but Zathrian has forbidden me.
Yeah, does that bother you?
None of us are happy about this situation, and I least of all. But I shouldn't trouble you with this. You have your own concerns, I am certain.
And you have a side quest,
Well,
persuasion
perhaps you
check.
could help me with it. I would certainly appreciate anything you could do. My wife Denilah and I both fought the werewolves in the ambush. She was injured so gravely, the curse spread rapidly in her. Zathrian fought hard to ease her pain, but there was little he could do. And though he says that Denilah is dead, he will not let me see her body. I am beginning to believe she became a werewolf, and that it is being kept from me so I do not go chasing after her. If I could just know if Denilah is alive, or what happened to her, then I could be at peace.
Okay. I will search for her while we're in the Brazilian forest. This kind of sounds like, how we search for the one sun in the deep roads, how we searched
No,
for
it would be very rude to accuse the keeper of lying.
the
I know
one
he means
smith's
well.
daughter in the
I just need to
castle
know,
at Redcliffe.
one way or another. If you were in the forest, perhaps you might come across her, alive or dead. Any news would be better than none. And in return, I would be happy to gift you an amulet made by our craftsmen. It may fetch you some coin in the human lands.
Or it can fetch me some coin in the elven lands.
Since we seem to be heading into the forest anyhow, that does seem to be the right thing to do.
You are most kind. Please, should you come across my wife, return and tell me.
So of course we're going to accept the side quest, and Alistair approves of us accepting the side quest. Okay. One thing I do have to keep in mind with like some interactions and oddities like that, like getting weaker
I trust there are no
equipment
hard
and
feelings
getting
about
like
my
a
questioning of you
improvement
when you
for
arrived.
accepting a side
We
quest.
Dalish must protect ourselves from trouble at
This
all
is one of
times.
the fourth 4 places that we could actually begin this our main quest journey
Had
with.
we
We
known a
just
Grey
saved this
Warden was
one for the
coming, we might have
last.
arranged a different reception. But I wish you good fortune with your task. Dareth Shiral.
That's okay. We didn't really arrange and notify you people of us coming here under the conditions and the fact that, you
Have
know,
you given thought to
we don't really have
perhaps prolonging your
messengers in our
life
group.
by forcing another spirit into your service?
Of course not.
I would. Of course, I am still young, beautiful, and my life is my own, while you are bound to that circle. I wonder why I asked. It would be a silly thing, prolonging your life. A waste.
Think what you will, Morrigan. When the end comes, I will go gladly to my rest, proud of my achievements. While you will see how empty your life was. You will realize that because you never had love for others, you never received love in return. And you will die alone and unmourned.
You speak of meaningless things. I need no one to mourn me, old woman.
More's the pity.
Interesting conversation between those two there. Again, just kind of showcasing some of their personalities. All right, now we're going to take a slight break before we get too deep into this. I just wanted to have some of the elves in the last episode, and I wanted to go. I do want to go get the dragon scale armor. See what we can do with that. So that requires us to go to Denerim, which has been like a big center for a lot of things, except for a way to get back into the Alien Age. But I digress. Now I gotta find Wade's Emporium. I'm sure they'll be thrilled to see me. Well, Wade will. His other shopkeeper son or whatever. Probably not so much.
Welcome. Oh, it's you.
See?
Please leave. And if you have any more scales, you can shove them.
Actually, I have some dragon scales.
You just don't know when to quit.
I paid a whole bunch of gold for the last set of
Today is a
armor.
glorious day.
Like, why are you upset
Today,
with me?
I make dragon scale armor.
I feel just giddy.
How long will it take, and what can you make with it?
Patience, patience. Now, I've dreamed of what I would do every night. It's in my head in perfect clarity. It will be the work of hours.
What? You're serious?
Absolutely. The only question is what type of armor. Dragon scale is marvelous, flexible and tough. I could make a lighter set of dragon skin armor, heavy dragon scale armor, or dragon bone plate.
Ooh.
What interests you?
I don't know what the difference is between any of these things, but apparently I only get one of them. Well, I already have the light armor for Zagana, and I'm kind of swapping some of that with some more rogue-ish equipment, like gloves that boost our critical backstab damage. Let's try the dragon bone
Excellent. Now
plate.
don't move. There you go. My life's work, that is.
You did it so fast.
Didn't
Of
give me
course,
the
Eren.
opportunity to
Have
pay
some
him.
faith. I am a master armorer, you know.
Miracles never cease. But you're not welcome here anymore.
I need a sabbatical. Maybe someplace warm.
I hate my life.
Seriously, why are you so miserable? I paid you a good amount of money last time to make the
Hope you
improved
enjoy your armor.
Drake scale
I'm
armor.
glad Heren let me make something decent for a change.
Okay, so let's see what that gets us. And obviously it's going to be stuff for Alistair. Oh, +1 stamina regeneration in combat. Oh, if only I cared about that sort of thing for Alistair. Requires 42 strength, which we don't have. So yeah, with Alistair's level up, so we're going to have to start pumping more into strength. Let's see if we can get him to 42. What level is he even at right now? I'll have to check on that at some point. Clan shield, yeah, that's just going right in the junk. Alrighty then. With that, I think... Oh, does Slim Cauldry have anything? I'm going to check with him real quick. Because we did complete the Orzammar main
Fighting
quest.
the good fight, eh?
So do you have...
I'm following up Elite if it all works out.
Okay, this is still the same dialogue. Okay. Beyond Slim Cauldry's tasks, I don't know how we could progress anything else further in Denerim. Outside of, you know, what Arl Eamon said, and finish the rest of gathering the army, which is, you know, what we're going to go try and do. I'm going to do this travel on camera because... Haha! I told you guys. It's like a whole bunch of random battles just kind of became reactivated recently. Oh, there's a trap. I need to go take it out. See, there's a trap we detected, but everybody's still hanging out over here. Alistair, watch out for traps. That... Well, you ran over it, but I can still disarm it. I guess you didn't actually trigger it. Whatever. Nice. Alright, is that all for you guys? It seems like, again, this also seems like the type of battle that could have happened fairly early in the game. And we just didn't end up encountering it. Maybe you only encounter it after you go to the Brazilian forest? Or Brazilian outskirts, whatever. Just make sure I got everything. And I guess we're ready to commence. Alright, back to the forest and the Dalish camp. We still have a lot of camp to explore. Are we going to finish exploring the camp today? Or are we going to get lost in the camp like 5 times? Because there's so much like wide open space in the camp. It's going to be that one. That's okay, we will find new things.
Like that? You look like the cat that swallowed the pigeon.
Canary.
Oh, okay, I'm not interested in their conversation anymore.
Like the cat that swallowed the canary.
I once had a very large cat, but not my point. My
Alistair does not get the metaphors.
point is, why are you smirking?
You were watching her with great interest, I might add.
So they're talking about how Alistair has a crush on me while I'm hearing everything they say as well.
I look to her for guidance.
Oh, I see.
Okay, I'm not interested in their conversation.
You've warped the wood completely. Did you leave it out in the rain?
No, Master Ferrothorn. I think I just used too much heat.
You're not smelting ore like a Durgenlin. This is living wood. It requires patience and delicate hands, not more heat.
My actions bring me sorrow, Master Ferrothorn.
And so they should. Truly, the art will be lost to us forever at this rate. Throw away your dead wood and start anew, and I shall speak to our guest. Now then, please forgive my distraction, stranger.
Okay.
Is there something that you need?
I'm not sure what to make of that interaction.
I'm the clan's craftsmaster. It's my responsibility to learn what I can of the ancient elven arts of shaping wood and ore. In truth, we Dalish know little of the art compared to what we once did. And even what we know has taken us many lifetimes to achieve. There is wood that, if treated properly, is as hard as steel but far lighter. It grows only in this forest. Ironbark. The Keeper has forbidden us from entering the forest to collect the wood. This means I cannot make our finest crafts for years to come.
That means you want me to do it.
I would be hesitant
Which
to
I
ask it
will.
of you, but if you should come across ironbark, I suppose there would be no harm in gathering some. It is blue and very distinctive. You can only harvest the bark which has fallen off the tree from age. Now, if you find some, bring it to me, and I will craft it for you.
Okay.
I excel in making blades from the ironbark, or perhaps a breastplate. Provided there's enough wood, that is.
That sounds like a deal.
That would please me. So long as our hunters come first. I am no merchant, but let us trade. Perhaps there's something here which will be of value to you.
Yeah, perhaps there is, but I just want to sell the junk. And I wanted to check out these shops at the Dalish camp before making another big ticket purchase. And actually, we might still, even still, just hold off on any other big ticket purchases for the time being. And these things makes me want to bring Shale back out. I'd probably go with the spirit crystals. That seems to add just a lot of different and cool bonuses. Alright, what else do we got here? Is this... And here, so we have our typical potions. And then we have a couple tombs. So one gives me a point in an attribute and one gives me a skill point. Not a talent point, which would be, you know, the type of thing I would want, but the skill point, which I don't really need. Actually, I just thought of something. I might have a use for that skill point. I might have a use for the other skill point too. Hey, here's a manual to buy the shapeshifter ability and get that unlocked. I might do that because I can't seem to unlock any other mage things. And so what I'm going to do is on Wynn's next level up, I can at least add the shapeshifter to her so she gets whatever passive bonuses that that specialization will come with. I'm not going to take her down that path and get her those skills because I don't really care for the shapeshifter skills. So I have this bedroom key. I don't think it's going to work around here. It'd be weird if it did. Alright, what else can we find here? Treasures that we can unlock. Hey, there's another love letter for one of the side quests that we've had since like the beginning of the game. And I'm back over here, and I thought the treasure chest wasn't sparkling.
Yes. What is it you need?
But now it still is.
Have you news?
Can you...
And what did she have to say?
She said something about how you lost your family, but wouldn't say what.
I would rather not speak of it. It is very painful for me, even now after so long. The werewolves were responsible. That is all you need to know, and should adequately explain my hatred of them. No?
Okay, that does make sense.
Let us leave it at that.
I want to ask you about can I have the treasure
true.
back there?
Hundreds of years.
I just want the treasure.
Slowly, the Dalish will all know once again the agelessness of the elves. For now, only a few of us have regained that ability, but I cannot say any more on that. I trust your curiosity is sated?
Sure.
I must return to caring for my people. Creator's speed on your way.
And see, it lets me select the treasure chest again. And we're just going to try this
You have
cutscene.
betrayed the trust of my clan, and no doubt stolen from us. Zathrian shall hear of this, I assure you.
Okay, I didn't actually take anything. Of course, she's not going to accept that answer, though. Here, I'll give back what I
want them back.
didn't
If you
steal.
need so much assistance with your mission in the forest, keep them. I suppose I should not be surprised.
Keep what? You didn't actually let me
Zathrian was
take
right.
anything.
I'm too trusting of outsiders. Go, do what you said you would, and bother me no more.
Okay, so that's apparently not what we're supposed to do.
I have nothing to say to you. If you're truly here to help my clan, then please do so.
If you wanted me to help your clan, you'd give me what's in that treasure chest, or not make it sparkle, and tell adventurers like myself to come over and whatever.
Hello?
Hi there.
I'm Kamen, a hunter apprentice. Though I wish I could become a real hunter.
So why can't you?
I shouldn't be talking about this to an outsider. You wouldn't understand.
I can intimidate. Well, persuade.
I suppose there's no harm in it. It's not like you can help me. I've been an apprentice for too long. To become a true hunter, I must bring back the pelt of a beast I killed myself. A boar or a wolf or something.
Okay, so then
I wanted to hunt in the forest, but
kill something.
we're forbidden to enter because of the attack.
Ah.
The real problem is Gaina.
Oh, you have a crush.
She's my heart's desire. I have asked for her hand, but she cruelly refuses it. She will not bond with an apprentice, she says, and calls me a child. I am no child. If I was a hunter, I could prove it, but I cannot hunt, and Gaina will never bond with me. I feel so helpless. I shouldn't have brought it up. Just leave me to my misery.
I recommend going through puberty first.
You think I haven't thought about this? There's nothing I can do.
There's nothing you can do, so... Can I give you a pelt? I mean, that's kind of cheating, but...
No, I couldn't do that. I must kill the beast myself. It is my rite of passage to become a full hunter.
Okay, so you're sticking to your convictions on how to become a hunter. Very well.
But the keeper said, no, I just can't. What if I encountered a werewolf? I couldn't defeat one of those on my own.
Come with me, then.
The keeper would know right away if I left camp. Masiranis for the offer, however. That's
okay,
very kind
I'm
of
really
you.
trying to help you here. Well, I mean, I could talk to her.
I suppose you could, but what good would that do? The situation hasn't changed.
You know, for someone who's not a full hunter yet, you're pretty good at shooting down ideas.
I'm willing to try anything.
You're willing to try anything. I just gave you like 4 suggestions.
I have a book of our history written in the common tongue. The keeper wrote it and gave it to my father before he died. If nothing else, you could sell it. It must be worth something in the human lands.
All right, sounds good.
Siranas, oh ma Siranas, I will pray to the goddess of love that you are successful.
And another quest, which we can solve that one while we're here.
We few wanderers greet you, friend.
Oh, hi.
We do not see many of our city brethren here in the woods. Would you help us break our fast?
Sure, I would love
Come
to
then
eat.
and sit. Join us by the fire. I am Serul, the clan's tale-teller. I understand you are venturing into the haunted
The
forest.
storyteller, we're almost out of
Save our
time. We don't have
hunters.
time for long
I
stories.
suspect your efforts may be in vain. An entire group of our hunters went into the forest to do as you intend, and they have not returned.
Yeah, but I'm the main character,
You
so
are
it'll work
very
when I do
brave
it.
to adventure into such a place, even knowing the danger that awaits. Your courage impresses us greatly.
Or I just get like 20 game overs and before I do it, but I still do it anyways. That's kind of the point. Yeah, I have to deal with the blight. I
Nothing will help
need
us
your
now.
help.
Least
I
of
need
all
you
the
added to
meddling of an
the army.
outsider.
You are being most unkind,
Yeah, that was kind of
Cyril.
rude.
Would you refuse our hunter's help simply because of the hand that offered it?
You shame me, Lethalan.
She
I have
makes a very
allowed my
valid
bitterness
point.
to cloud my better judgment. Forgive me, Grey Warden.
I guess this was some of
It
the
is most difficult to forget the
unfriendliness they
lessons
were
the
talking
Shenlong
about
have taught
with
us.
the Dalish.
Perhaps I can yet make amends. Stay while I spin a tale for our children. And then I will tell you of the forest if you desire.
Oh, that actually sounds like a great idea. But a great idea that will have to wait until next time. So I'll see you then.